It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we'll have a rematch of Super Bowl IV.
The Florida Atlantic man, Greg Joseph, ready to get this one started. And into a sea of red, we're underway in Kansas City. And he returns this to the 22. So here come the Chiefs for their opening drive. They will be led out by the 6-foot lefty from Alabama. It's Tua Tagovailoa.
This is what this man was born for, the big spotlight on a national stage like this. Really, his entire career, he's demonstrated incredible poise no matter what type of situation his team was in. No situation is too big for him, and you can tell in the way that he takes the field. His self-belief is evident, and he gets the job done in his mind each and every time. All right.
On play action, here's Tua. He finds his man, complete. That's Jacobs. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down.
That play was well covered. Just tried to check it down. Unfortunately, we're not able to find any yardage on that one.
Here's Tua. Same target. It's Jacobs again. Now he's loose at the 40. Inside the 20. And he will step out of bounds all the way down at the 5-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 76 yards.
No wasting any time here before hitting on a big play. And that was something this defense talked about having to guard against. Not giving up big plays in the passing game. But here's one on the opening drive of the contest.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, 1st and goal. They fake the handoff. Now Tua. And it'll be intercepted. And the Vikings are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy is not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
So here's the Viking offense making their way out. They'll be led out by a man who rewrote. Passing records at Southern Miss.
Here we go.
It's Nick Mullins.
Brandon, I know he isn't at the status of some of the elite names in this league, but I do know he's an absolute fighter because he's heard all the criticism. He's read the articles that say he isn't good enough to be the starter, and he absolutely does not care. All he wants to do is prove every doubter wrong and show that he belongs in this spot.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. Burrow will throw. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Down the left sideline. Touchdown, Vikings. Justin Jefferson, 78 yards. And the Vikings are on the board first here on the road in Kansas City. Well, Charles, here in their opening series, they said they had certain plays scripted for certain players. That looked like a well-designed play to get one of their top targets involved.
Yeah, let's face it, Brandon. A player of his talent is a problem for any opponent to defend, and we saw it right there. They tried to deny an open lane to him. He still outplayed the coverage and scored the early touchdown. Good luck trying to figure out how to defend him as this game moves on.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Kansas City taking the field for their second drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
At the 18-yard line.
Tua sets up to pass it. They swing that out wide to Jacobs. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
Kansas City Chiefs.
First carry for Josh Jacobs. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10. At their 48.
Now Tua. Open man is the tight end, Noah Gray. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 40. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
First down. First and 10 at the 40.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Well, that's been the beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
Meanwhile, Tua's throw is taken in by Waller. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Tua now on first down. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. This is Smith with the ground. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. 23 yards on the play.
That's another Kansas City Chiefs.
Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Gibbs is in. Touchdown, Chiefs. So, partner, it was a passing game that drove them down the field, but when they get close, they trust that man in the backfield, and he took him home.
And they trust their offensive line as well, because so many of these units, they specialize in either pass protection or run blocking. This group shows its versatility and gets both done on this drive.
Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third.
That's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish him as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they're going to giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
Burrow looking to pass. And that is incomplete.
Coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Second quarter from Arrowhead, it's the Chiefs in possession, as they've got it facing a 2nd and long situation. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 27 yards there, a 1st down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
Tua now on 1st down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Tua. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. They'll have very good starting field position here as they try to break our tie. And they start 1st and 10. 1st and 10, it's Edwards-Helaire with it. Fights through it. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds.
Offense.
So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
Throw over the middle, taken in. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the 1st.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Right back to Edwards-Helaire on 1st down. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Well, now after all of this, hang on here because he appears to be shaken up. 2nd and 10. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to KC. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. That good for 22 and a 1st down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the 1st down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the football.
Edwards-Helaire is going backwards here, all the way back to the 5-yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
Did your high school have that same push them back cheer?
I was a kicker.
Well, it certainly worked. Didn't matter if we were kickers or not. That one worked, didn't it? They pushed him back.
And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Alexander Madison. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Vikings have taken the lead. Joseph on for the extra point. and he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. That time a 6-play drive. And it was capped off by a touchdown scamper from Alexander Madison. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. KC's offense ready to take over. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Tua's throw there taken in by Smith. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
On first down, Tagovailoa. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down. He was waving his arms, wanted the football, but he dropped it. And that reminds me of the story you told me from your days at Tennessee. We don't need to mention the other guy's name, but when he dropped an open pass that you blew coverage on, what'd you say to him?
Yeah, it was really not right since I blew coverage, but since he dropped the pass, I said, well, maybe next time he'll just walk it out here and hand it to you. Would that be easier? He wasn't real thrilled with that.
That's cold-blooded. Cold-blooded. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. Fights loose. And he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 46. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And he's got this down to the 35. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7. Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. That's to Waddle on the quick slant. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Jalen Waddle, 35 yards. And the Chiefs are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. And a nice job by him to catch the slant and then navigate and break free.
And receivers love slant routes because it gets the ball in their hands so quickly and oftentimes on the move. And when they're on the move like that, then they get to use their best asset, which is usually their speed.
And their speed sometimes, like this instance, can take them into the end zone. Extra point by Butker is on target, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. And now out comes Minnesota. Right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this, to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over, and then they get a chance.
And Burrow going to be hit and taken down. They got him. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both these offenses having their way so far. So maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game. Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Yeah, absolutely. And that sack, finally a first step in the right direction for a stop.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Waddle now to return it. Stays on his feet, and he'll be out of bounds right around the 20. 35 yards that time on the punt, and they will take over 1st and 10. Looking to pass. Tua. That's caught left side by the tight end, Gray. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it's 2nd down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And Raheem Blackshear now to return it. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Out come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the third. This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half, because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
Again, it's Burrow on 2nd and 10. Justin Jefferson bringing in the slant. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
3rd and 2, now Burrow. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he will have the Vikings first down. It won't be by much. He needed 3, and he got 3, barely. But the mark shows first down. To the air again, Burrow. Open man is Chase, complete. And they're going to speed things up here. On 2nd down, this is Madison. And this lines up a gain of 4 to the 41.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Burrow on 3rd down. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he will have the Vikings first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards. They'll go Madison up the middle. And now off to the races down the right side. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. It's a gain of 34.
This has been a good drive so far, and it's been the running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a first down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
Here's Edwards-Helaire, and he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3.
Not a big run, not an explosive run, but they've held the ball for plenty of plays on this drive. They're just trying to impose their will on the defense right now.
On 2nd down, here's Burrow. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
A field goal would get him the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Burrow. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. It's Brian Branch with it. And the Chiefs are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Jacobs trying to run on first down, but he's going to be stopped and taken down behind the line of scrimmage. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Open man, he completes it to Judy. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Setting to throw on first down is Tua. He's got Smith here. And he'll go down, but not before getting us inside the 30. The end result, 21 yards. Here's Jacobs from the gun. He'll take it inside the 25.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
At the 24-yard line.
Tua wants to throw it on second down. And that is caught for a touchdown, Kansas City. Tua fighting his old Alabama teammate, Jalen Waddle. And the Chiefs have broken our tie as they take the lead. So this game tied at the half, but we are tied no more. A touchdown there on the opening sequence of this third quarter.
And what a great drive put together by their offensive coordinator. He had a plan, and they executed it almost to perfection, coming right out of the locker room. Now they're feeling good about their chances here in the second half.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and the lead is now 21-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Now Raheem Blackshear going to take this one out. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. The Vikings offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. In a close game like this, Charles, those interceptions like they had on the last drive could be costly, but here they've got another opportunity to seize control of this game.
And they'd better take advantage of it, because otherwise, if they end up losing by one score, they'll relive this over and over and over until they have another opportunity to wipe it away.
On second down, Burrow. And he will find his man on the outside. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver trying to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Stopped and handed a loss by Willie Gay that time.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stump that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
11.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch ends. We're back now in KC. It's the Vikings in possession of the football, but they need some points. They're trailing here to start the fourth.
11.
Now Burrow to throw on second down. And the Chiefs are going to get him. That's Deron Payne with a sack that time.
And we all know how talented this guy is. He's calling the signals for him. But even the best in the game, they can struggle against a good, cohesive zone coverage. Can't find a gap in the secondary quick enough, and he ends up taking a sack.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have the Vikings first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
First down, Vikings.
Burrow will throw. He's going to find Jefferson open downfield. Touchdown, Vikings! Justin Jefferson with his second touchdown of the night. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this game here in the fourth.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, one by land, two by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is we are all tied now early in this fourth quarter. Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the fourth as the kick's away. This taken in at the goal line. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the fourth quarter, and a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
That would have been a nice one to hit on in a tie game. You start to think that one big play, maybe the next big play, could turn out to be the game winner. They took the big shot, but it winds up incomplete.
And he is out of bounds right around the 34. That one good for 12 yards in a Kansas City first. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Looking for Gray and finding him once again. So the completion good for 7 there. And that's going to bring up second down.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 41-yard line.
Again, they will throw it with Tagovailoa. In trouble, and he's taken down. And Daniil Hunter, he's the one who gets in there and brings him down to the ground.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have the Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Counter play with Jacobs. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
On play action, here's Tua. And he lost the football. And the Vikings pick up the football. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
Well, so much for the 4-minute offense. They were trying to reduce the clock, get in position to win the game, and leave no time for them to come back and catch them. And guess what? They turned the ball over. Yeah, I mean, they had it all set up for themselves, and they let it get away.
11 MT, take. Done.
Now Burrow on 1st down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Here we go.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and a couple. Now Edwards-Helaire. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
From the gun on 3rd down is Burrow. And he's taken down. Chief sack. Deron Payne able to drop in that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And they're looking at 4th down now in this tie ball game. And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. A chance for Waddle on the return. Call that a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Now Tua. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Daniil Hunter, his 2nd sack of the night.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has now received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
Throwing Tua. Able to hook up here with Ridley. What do you think? Play this safe? Just worry about getting OT?
Yeah, don't make any risky throws. It's going to change the outcome. But if anyone slips, take the big shot.
Here's Tua. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Here's the Chiefs punter now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. And taken right at the 35. Shreds him with a stiff arm. A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. The Vikings head out to take over once again. They need to get this around the 40 on the other side to get into field goal range. Look at the clock, a decent amount of time here in a tie game. What do they do?
No panic situation at all. They've got to get a couple of chunk plays, pick up nice bits of yardage.
Target the sidelines?
Target the sidelines because you want to get out of bounds and make sure that clock stops. Because if the clock stays running, that makes things that much tougher for you. It can always bleed out on you.
Here's a 2nd and 7.
11 empty.
Burrow. He'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. To throw, Burrow. He's got his target. That's complete. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter. This offense cannot stop the clock now. No timeouts remaining as they come up here 1st down. Burrow's throw pulled in by Jefferson. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
And it is good. He splits the uprights on the chip shot. And it'll be a fun time in the Twin Cities tonight. The Vikings win it. So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory. And, of course, this is a win they're going to hang their hat on. They go on the road and defeat the defending Super Bowl champs.
Partner, they came, they saw, they conquered.
They conquered.
But before all that happened with the conquering part, they believed. They thought it all week. It was evident when we talked to them before the ball game that they thought they could get this done.